Arturo, can you tell us a little about your car?
The car is a 1964 Cadillac with a 429 high-performance V8, turbo hydromatic transmission, and a Carter A and B quadrojet carburation. One of the last Cadillacs made while they still had a racing, motor, and styling division.
What does that mean in English?
What that means in English is you're driving in a Cadillac that's actually a hot rod, as opposed to a large boat.
All right.
You'll notice the handling of the car. At 60 miles an hour, I can take it from 11 to 1 o'clock, and the car still steers in a straight line. Unlike most Cadillacs, we had a fishtail all over the road. She has a high-performance racing package.
And that's why it floats and doesn't warp us?
Why it floats and doesn't warp us. Also, you'll notice that most Cadillacs are 6 feet wide, interior to interior. This Cadillac is 6 foot wide, exterior to exterior, which means it handles much more tightly and much more like a racing car. As you notice, we're taking this turn at 50 miles an hour. Turbo hydromatic transmission allows you to put the car into gear, low gear, even at 60 miles an hour, and come to an automatic, say, stop.
I'm not exactly sure. Is this a automatic or is it a stick shift?
It is an automatic, but you'll notice I'm driving it like a 3 on the tree.
Yeah, you must shift the gears.
I must shift the gears because I'm demanding high-performance racing specs on the car.
Okay.
You'll find most automatic transmissions from this day and age of car, if you put them, even a modern car, in the transmission at 60 and low, it'll shut down or throw the transmission right out of the car.
How much has been rebuilt and how much is... It looks... If you look over there, it looks markedly original.
Markedly original. The car has 179,000 original miles on it.
How many miles did you say?
179,000. As we've been restoring the automobile, we are replacing factory original components all the way through. The motor was rebuilt by hand, blueprinted and balanced at Guy Hill Cadillac in 1998 at the cost of $6,000. It took them 3 months to be able to find a block that they could machine to the specs that the motor demanded when it was first sold. This car came from the Wilshire Boulevard location of Lou Eller's Cadillac and was the dealer's showroom floorroom model.
Arturo.
Yes?
There are 3 of us in the car who get the crazy check. Why would you put $6,000 into a $500 car?
Because the car is actually worth about $20,000, even the condition it's in.
Did I ever tell you you're wonderful? Thank you.
As you'll notice, we can overtake any vehicle, even uphill. And you'll notice the way that I'm driving. The car was originally marketed as the standard of engineering in the world. The car has such high engineered redundancies and capabilities that it was originally designed to be driven by a woman safely with one finger at 100 miles an hour in gloves and stiletto heels.
And a cigarette.
And a cigarette. That's what this stands for. And you'll notice we have one ashtray here and then another flip out for your passenger.
Oh, cool.
The automobile for the time,
it's important,
is 40 years ahead of its time. It's the first car to have independent strut suspension. It took a year to find steering components when we rebuilt the steering. You'll notice that yes, the car is beaten up, but it matters more importantly, how does the car run? And this is something interesting. Let's see if we can get it to do it. I'm going to stop her and let the gas go, and you'll see that we idle. It'll get up to about 10 miles per gallon in idle, and 10 miles per hour. And when it's to give it gas, you can travel a whole city block with no gas on the accelerator. This is the difference between a high-performance car and a typical large V8 with heavy cast iron motor, small pistons that consumes more gas, performs less to the specs of their racing standard. But you got to realize, when Cadillac was taken over by GM cannibalized the racing styling, the motor division, and built their muscle car program off of it.